weeks. Yeah, they're getting there on third down. When they get in a third down situation, they bring it up. But the problem is that Boomer's been able to move the ball on first and second down.
1st and 10 for Philadelphia. They take over on their own 31. They hand to Waters, not much. Tried the middle of the field. Matt Darby was there along with Bernard Wilson for Arizona. He got 2.
And you know, this mentality where they're coming out and going to try to hammer them and smash it and run it down their throat and all that stuff, you know, I don't know if that's the matchup they want to get into with Arizona. I mean, the guys up front, you got Swan, you got Wilson, you got Eric Hill, Simeon Rice. I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what you want to do to this defense.
Jason Dunn, the tight end, is back in the game, lined up at a wide receiver spot. That pass is caught over the middle of the field. Fryer inside Arizona territory, knocked down at the Arizona 42 by Alexander.
Well, what they do is here's where they get 3 receivers to the same side. There's 2 of them. Now here's the pick in there. Now what they did is they brought Say over into the mix of things to free up Fryer. Now if you don't come running into him and hit him directly, then it's not a penalty. And that's exactly what happened. He just got down in there and made him change his course, the defenders. It made him change his course of covering Fryer, and that caught him the opening.
Now on first down, the Eagles going to throw over the middle, wide open. Mark Say, his first catch, he's down to the 21.
And that's what they have to do. They've got to throw the ball. They've got this West Coast offense. They've got to throw the ball. I don't like the matchup running against this defense because I don't think Philadelphia matches up well against it. Now, I remember Say last time he was the decoy, but watch him this time. This time he just gets behind Miller and then sits right down there in the zone. That's sitting behind the zone of the linebacker.
Good for 21, a first down from the Arizona 21. Cardinals showing blitz. Waters can't get away from Eric Hill.
Hey, who can? Eric Hill's everywhere today. He's got about 8-9 tackles. I mean, the guy's just playing out of control. And you look at this matchup, and he really has to, because the middle linebacker position against the Eagles is one that you need one to fill the run, which he does here. And then you also have to be able to get back into coverage and coverage the backs out.
Eric Hill, one of the league's best in his 8th year out of LSU. 2nd down and 8. Detmer has time, has his receiver Fryer, who's down inside the 10, lays the ball on the ground. It is recovered, and the officials will now talk it over. No ruling has been made,
and that's going to be Cardinals' ball,
unless they say the ground caused the fumble.
All of them were, when they went over there together and they were looking at each other. I mean, they didn't know who actually saw it and who could make a ruling.
It stays with Philadelphia. The ruling, evidently the ball popped out after Fryer was down.
Well, there's Irving Fryer. He makes a catch, his feet are down. And then here comes the strip in right there. And that ball's out. Seth Joyner ripped that ball out while he was getting spun around. That had nothing to do with the ground. The ball is out right now. That's a fumble, and it should be Arizona's ball right there at the 8.
Bankston came up with a recovery, but it stays with Philadelphia. They have a 1st and goal. They give to Waters, who runs into a wall. Now he loses the football. No ruling made yet. They say he's down as Bernard Wilson came away with it.
Watch the play right here by Otis, number 96. Watch him come underneath and just fill that thing. He just steps around the center's block and comes in the middle. See, he's almost like a linebacker the way he stepped around. He wraps the thing up, and that ball's out too. That ball is out. That's 2 fumbled balls down there.
Fake the reverse. Detmer throws complete, but for not much to the tight end Ed West. Wrapped up by the safety Matt Darby.
You know, you want to talk about how a young team has grown and how they evolved. Earlier in the season, the Cardinals would have fallen apart. And there's a couple times now where the calls haven't gone their way, and they could have come back up and said, oh, geez, oh, darn. and just falling apart. But there was clearly a fumble. It should have been their ball. And then they come back the next play and try to strip it out again. And then they come back this play. Now they got 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from the 7. Batted down. Bernard Wilson. And the Arizona defense, despite 2 calls that could have gone their way, holds Philadelphia out of the end zone. They'll force the field goal.
Yeah, this Cardinals defense is a tough group. Watch him get his hands up. He gets the push, gets his hand up on a 3-step drop, and that's what you're taught to do. When you play a 3-step drop quarterback, push that pocket, and then when you see him starting to deliver the ball, get your hands up.
25-yard try from Gary Anderson. Good snap, good hold. Chip shot for Anderson is good, and we are tied. A couple of breaks for Philadelphia. Crowd doesn't like it here at Sun Devil Stadium. Ray Rhodes and the Eagles do. They've tied it here in the 3rd quarter. From 22 and 36 today, he's had 1 blocked.
And they don't have those guys stacked. They're playing a defense behind them. They don't have the all-out rush on. They're playing a fake.
Butler is good from 27. His 3rd field goal of the day, and Arizona jumps back out in front. They'll kick it back to Philadelphia when we come back.
What's all this malarkey about how tough football players used to be? Used to be? Who's tougher than Reggie White? Bum hamstring, and he's still tossing linemen around like bocce balls. And if that locomotive can bring the heat with his leg on the fritz, imagine what it'll do to your healthy. Brother, they'll be taking team photos with an X-ray camera. Say cheese, wise guy.
Arizona Sun Devil Stadium. Aeneas Williams has been doing it his entire NFL career. Doesn't matter what the record is, what the score is, this guy works. And he just picked off Ty Detmer. Detmer throwing the interception, his 6th pick of the season. Phillies turned the ball over twice. 3rd down and 5 for Arizona. Esiason hit as he throws, and it's caught. Good enough for a 1st down. Rob Moore is over 100 yards for the day. And what a throw from Esiason.
Yeah, he got the ball off under pressure, and what a great catch by Rob Moore. He had to adjust and actually come back to that thing. It was thrown low and to the sideline. See them make the adjustment and find the ball? Because he saw Boomer was under all that pressure and did everything he could to get the ball out of his hands.
Moore, 6 catches, 115 yards. McElroy over the left side, not much. Heart of the defensive front for Philadelphia was there. Fuller was in on it along with Joe Kelly as McElroy got 2.
Yep. And Bobby Taylor, you know, he's had the responsibility of covering Moore. And that's been tough for him. And you know, I told you that Bobby's a guy that when he can get matched up and be physical with somebody and stay with them, he does a fine job. But what he has problems with is the moves.
Approaching the 200-yard level is Esiason, 2nd and 8. All day for Esiason. Absolutely no pressure. Esiason throws, and it's incomplete. Sanders, the intended receiver, but the offensive line for Arizona, which doesn't feature a lot of big names, is taking care of the Philadelphia pass rush.
No, watch Joe Wolf here. And there's Carter in there at tight end. He's the chipper. He's helping out as well. I mean, that's William Fuller. And William Fuller's no slouch. He has a lot of sacks and a lot of quarterback pressures in his career.
Fuller with 7 sacks this season. Extra defensive backs into the game for the Eagles on 3rd and 8. Esiason, plenty of time to the sideline. It's caught again by Rob Moore. So Bobby Taylor, who in years past has shut down the likes of Michael Irvin and others, is having a rough day against Rob Moore.
And you can't get any passing done without the guys up front. Watch Lomas Brown. He gets a piece of Mamula, and Selby comes over there and just gives him a shot along with Red Hall. I mean, you talk about these guys. Selby's in there for Duval Love.
On first down, LaShawn Johnson back into the game. He got hit, lost the football. And I believe they ruled Johnson down. They did, even though Farmer came away with it for Philadelphia.
Well, I'm talking about the guys up front and blocking. They get everybody involved. There's LaShawn Johnson. And I can't tell whether the ball came out from that angle or not before he was down. There's a helmet that knocks it out. Yeah, he looks like he held on to it when his knee was down.
Dawkins put the hit on him. Now Centers tries the center of the offensive line. Making the stop is Hollis Thomas. First time we've said his name today.
Yeah, and that's because of the offensive line. I really think that that's been the key to all the good things that have been happening for the Cardinals. Yeah, Boomer's lighting it up, throwing for all kinds of yards. But you can't do that without pass protection. And the runs that they are able to get, you see they're attacking the perimeter outside. And then they come back and they can run it up the middle. I mean, this group, I said Selby, he's in there. Rob Selby's in for Duval Love, who's out. And then Aaron Graham's in for hurt Mike Devlin at center.
Defense jumps again. Mamula quick again. And on a free play, the pass is incomplete, and we'll check the flag. It's 3rd and 4. So if it's against Mamula, it would be enough for an Arizona first down. And it evidently is.
And I don't think Rob Moore knew who was offside because he stopped. And then after he stopped and Boomer threw the ball out there for him, he knew that he made a mistake.
59 defense, 5 yards.
What you try to do offensively is when you have a blatant offsides like Mamula was, is you take advantage of it. Now Mamula's over here. They flop him. They bring him over to the right side and he jumps, and Red Hall jumps in the middle as well. But watch, up top, Mamula, there's Mamula to the right side. He's way in the backfield before the snap. But Rob Moore stopped in his route. I mean, that's a free shot downfield. You can't stop.
Now on first down, Esiason underneath. Carter is absolutely wide open. Pat Carter inside the 10, collared out of bounds at the 8 by Dawkins. 36-yard completion to Pat Carter.
Well, when you have a rookie playing linebacker, you're going to get rookie mistakes, and that's Ray Farmer. Ray Farmer stands right there, and he never gets back and picks up Pat Carter, the tight end who came across. Rob Moore took Bobby Taylor downfield and then started blocking him.
Now Centers, a quick hitter. He got maybe one. The chain gang couldn't even get downfield before the Cardinals ran another play. And it will be 2nd and goal for Arizona from around the 7-yard line. Seven Philadelphia penalties for 70 yards. The latest Philadelphia penalty giving the Cardinals a first down, then the completion. Now the play action. Esiason in the backfield. Throws. Carter. Touchdown.
What a throw by Boomer Esiason. You talk about when you get hot. Mike Jordan can't believe it. I mean, sometimes you just have to unbutton your chin strap and say, what the heck? I mean, the guy's hot. And when you're hot, you're hot. There's absolutely nothing else you can do about it. Willie Thomas is draped around him. He is almost horizontal to the ground as he throws that ball.
And to make it a 10-point Arizona lead, Kevin Butler is on to tack on the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Hits the upright, and the extra point is no good. That's the first extra point missed by Butler since he's joined the Cardinals. Boomer Esiason has joined the Cardinals. There is nobody in the NFL any hotter than Boomer. Today, and Washington could hang on to first place. Detmer to the sideline, caught Irving Fryer.
Well, if things progress as they're happening right now in that division, after this game, Cardinals could be one game out of a tie for second place.